Hello everybody. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. It is another rainy day here in Ohio. I'm really getting quite tired of the rain. It just will not stop. So what better time to just sit and paint? So we're going to do something different today. I'm going to do a split base. This is going to be darker. This is going to be lighter. We're going to put some blooms in the center here and modify them. So what I have done is I took cheapo paint. This is Anita's acrylic paint from Hobby Lobby. I have a navy blue, I have a royal blue, and I have a purple. I mixed these 1 part paint to 3 parts American Floetrol. And so we're going to mix those together in a cup and pour it on here so we get some gradations in there, and should be pretty. So first of all, I want to, well, let's get that mixed first. Let's get that in the cup. So I just have a normal cup. Let's move the canvas out of the way, and you can see how I'm doing it. So I'm just going to pour some of the navy. And we're going to alternate this. Okay, let's go with the purple. And again, this is just going to be our base, or our pillow, so to speak. And I'm just going to mix it all up. I'm going to kind of stir it around in there. Not stir it, but pour it in such a way that it kind of gets mixed up. And you'll see why when it comes out. I'm getting myself a whole cup of paint here because we want to be sure that we have enough. So now I'm going to scrape it out. I don't want to waste any. Okay, so there's the blue. Trying to move quick on this part so that, because the rest of the video is going to be long. So this is going to be a long one for sure. Okay, so we have those in there. Let me get these out of the way. Now, I do want to take, let me take one of my little sticks. I just want to go in and just kind of lift it up a little bit. Not too much stirring, just a little bit. Okay, so now I have an 8x10 canvas. Since this is the first time we're doing this, we're going to start small. I sprayed the back of it with water and rubbed it around with my fingers so that it doesn't swoop down and create a puddle. So now we're going to take and put on our white, and I'm going to kind of start in the center. This is my PPG Multi-Pro. That's going to be our white. That's right out of the can. We're going to get our little tool, kind of spread this out. Okay, I'm going to go around and get my edges a little bit. I think I'm going to want just a little bit more. Right in that, well, yeah, just a little bit more in the center, because that's where our blooms are going to be. Okay. Now, that's good. Now we're going to take our blue and purple and blue mixture, and we're going to pour that out. See how we're going to get a pattern to? Whoa, I have too much paint, that's for sure. All right, we'll save it for something else. Now, we're going to take and tilt this till we get it off the edges. I'm going to try and get it to come a little bit to the center. This is going to be pretty. It's going to be like a textured background. Okay, let me take and get this out of the way over here. Okay, let me I'm going to put that blue back in the cup and maybe use it for something else. I don't want to put it in my regular pile of paint because this has US Floetrol in it, so I don't necessarily want to mix those two. So I'm just going to pick up this extra and put it back in the cup that I mixed all this in, because otherwise once we get spinning we are going to have a mess. Good. Now that's that. So we've got our base, so now we can start our blooms. Okay, I've got 3 different color blooms I'm going to do. I've got a kind of I've got a whole bunch of, hold on, gotta wipe my hands. I've got a teal combination, a purple combination, and a pink combination. So I think those will be pretty together. So I'm just going to, all right, let me think. I think I'll put the pink in the center. So let's start with the pink. I have quinacridone magenta. Now, we do want to keep these close to each other so that we don't end up with a lot of space in between them. And they're not going to be really large either. They're kind of going to be small blooms because this is a small canvas. For crying out loud, I gotta dribble. Okay, hold on. We're gonna turn this way as we do this so that I don't get any paint on the blue part. And I need to be very careful when I lift. There we go. Now I got it going on. And this is a copper called Aphrodite. I just want a little bit of that. In the center. Okay, now I'm gonna put down all the colors first, so that we'll add the cell activator at the end one by one and blow them out. No, we're going to do them individually. So we're going to blow this first one first. And I have something I'm trying. I have these little attachments for my little mini leaf blower. They fit perfectly on the end of my turkey baster, and it's got a bigger diameter than the turkey baster. So I'm going to give it a try as a blowing tool. Oh, we're going to be messy today, folks. Messy today. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's pretty. Now we're going to put down our second bloom. And I do want to keep it close. So I'm going like right here. Got a combination of paints and pigments. And I'm not going to list them because we're using so many colors this time. So just do what you think would look pretty. We're doing a multicolor this time. Gotta stir a little bit. Okay, we're going to add our cell activator again. A little bit less this time because I think we had too much last time. Okay, now we're going to add our, what do we got? Purplish bloom. Not sure how I feel about that attachment on the turkey baster. I don't think I like it. It's not working well. I prefer my little leaf blower instead, but I'm not going to change it now because we'll have one bloom looking totally different than the others, so we're going to stick with what we're doing here. It's coming together good. I think it's going to be pretty. And this last color is Athena to give a little bit of a contrast to that purple. Kind of like a rose gold. Okay, let's pop that big bubble I saw in there because I knew it was there. And I forgot to pop bubbles in the other one. So we'll do that now. Good. All right, cell activator. Here it is. Not too much. Back for the blue. Okay, oh, this is pretty. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to spin it a little bit and then we're going to modify. All right, so we are not centered. Let us get centered here. Okay, let's spin it gently. Okay, I think I want to go that way a little bit. Nice. Now we're going to get our modifying tool and we're going to start modifying. So I want to we're going to do all the petals. All right. We're going to be here a while. And we will give it some little curly cues headed out too. Kind of have some of that purple coming in. Looks pretty. We're going to kind of give it a little swirl here to make those look like they go together. And we're going to work on this one. Pick a new spot to go to. I kind of like to drag and lift as I get towards the center, so I just kind of drizzle some of that paint onto the center rather than plowing through the paint with the tool, and then it kind of destroys the cells. So I kind of lift at the end and drizzle. All right, let's kind of give this little swirly business in the center here between the two flowers, so they look like they kind of go together. I don't like to do really long tendrils here, because what I have learned is they grow exponentially as you spin, and they look kind of crazy. One thing I do want to do, get rid of that little blob, and kind of want to smudge this out a little bit and get rid of some of that pink. There's too much pink there. Actually, there shouldn't be any pink there. So we're done modifying. Now we really need to spin some more. So here we go. Oh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Touching up my corners here. That is beautiful. So let me get, wipe this tool off. Let me just get my edges here. Oh, that's pretty. All right, so I want it to come more this way. So I'm going to take my blue trowel, send it up that way, and give it a gentle spin. We may even have to tilt a little bit because we are losing our blue. Yes, I'm going to pick it up and tilt. Just a little. Needs a little help getting over the edge. Oh yeah, I like that. You can see the more of the blue. So I may tilt it back just a tad. I like it. What do you think? I think it's very pretty. I like the fact that I mixed the paint just with ordinary Floetrol. It is giving, you could see where some cells want to happen, but they're not, so that's good, because you will get ordinary cells with US Floetrol, but they're not coming through. And look at the pretty pattern we have in that. So I really like it. It's a good way to get a colored pillow. It's a good way to get some contrast in your flowers. And I think it's super sharp. So let me take it down. I'm going to show you what it looks like up close. There's our blooms. Super pretty. That Athena is beautiful with the purples. And here is our base, and you can see that there is a little bit of cell action wanting to happen, but I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to encourage it to happen, but it does give you a nice different background look. So there you go. If you learned something, please like and subscribe to my channel. Drop any comments you might have or questions in this case. Again, that base was done. I mixed Anita's acrylic paint, 1 part of paint to 3 parts Floetrol, and that was the base. And any questions you might have, drop them in there, and please share the video if you enjoyed it too. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.